Hey guys, Claude Johnson here from GuitarControl.com, and I want to go into part 2 of beginner jazz guitar. So we looked at the basic chords in the C scale in the last video: C major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7, G 7, A minor 7, B minor 7 flat 5, and C major 7. So now let's go beyond chords and into chord progressions. So when we look at the triads, or the 3-note chords, the most common progressions are 1-4, 1-4-5. With jazz, with these 4-note chords, the most common progression is 2-5 or 2-5-1. So in the key of C, that would be D minor 7 to G 7. That's 2-5. And then C major 7 would be the 1. Okay, so 2-5-1. So you might hear something like, and I'll go over the chord voicings in a second. I just want to say, first of all, that I like to use my thumb on some of these. I know that's not, that's not the classical approach to jazz fingerings. A lot of jazz guys would do this, but I'll go over that too in a second. So, but anyway, you could just do something as simple as like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so D minor 7, G 7. So once you get that 4 count, then just try to make it swing a little bit. So just that can become like, so I could do a whole other series on rhythms. There's there's all kinds of cool jazz rhythms like the Charleston, and we get into that in the jazz course and the DVDs and stuff. But anyway, let me just go over the chords so you can play this. So D minor 7, this is a really easy chord. It's on the 10th fret, and I'm kind of cheating with my thumb here, okay? I'm just barring, and you're not playing the A string, okay? So your thumb is gonna mute that. Now you could play it like this. The advantage of this is your other fingers are a little bit more free. When you're like this, it can be a little awkward to do that. So, but this is the easiest way to do it: just bar and thumb it. Now this voicing of the G7 is really cool because you're not playing the 5th. Okay, so you got root, 3rd, 7th, and octave. It's kind of like your C shape here, where you make a kind of C7 open chord, but you slide up here. So if you know your basic C chord and add your pinky on the G string 3rd fret, that's the same shape, okay? I'm going to use another cheating thumb here. So this one is like your A minor. If you know your A minor basic chord, okay, that's going to be slid up to here, 9th, 8th, while your thumb hits the low E string 8th fret. So this, okay, so this shape is your A minor. Okay, this is like an E minor shape, right? Kind of like this bar chord. So that's an interesting little bit of theory, that if you have an E minor triad with a C in the bass, that's the same thing as your C major 7. Same thing with this D chord that we played. Okay, this is really like a F major triad here. So within these 4-note chords is like another triad, but with something else in the bass, okay? And very interesting that the minor 7 chord has a major triad with a bass note underneath it, and the major 7 triad has a minor, or sorry, the major 7 chord has a minor triad. Oh, that makes sense. So, D minor 7, G7. So there you go, there's your first jazz progression. So, really the way to learn, oh, one more thing. Let me just go over this before I close out the video. It's important when you're playing these chords that you use proper voice leading. So, you know, you wouldn't play something like, you know, it doesn't sound bad, but when we play it here, notice that melody note just goes down, you know, one whole step and then stays there. So that's a big part of this. But as I was saying, the real way to play jazz guitar, real, you know, good sounding professional jazz guitar as fast as possible, is to learn jazz standards. So standards are just another name for a jazz song, okay? And that's basically what we cover in the Real Easy Jazz guitar course. There's a great jazz guitarist from Texas. I think he moved actually somewhere now to Oregon or something. I forget where he moved, but he used to live in Texas. But he was actually a professor at some school down there, and he was generous enough to teach us on DVD really how to go through the real book and, you know, understand the voicings and the chord melodies and really put together jazz songs, and we show like how to play 10 jazz standards along with all the basics that you would need to know as well. So it's really cool. Check it out. Just go to guitarcontrol.com/jazz. All right, thanks for watching. Take care.